Hi, Sydney. My name is Rachel, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it to make sure that I cover everything. The goal of this session is to analyze your interactions with the website and determine whether it works as intended and is simple to use. I want to emphasize that nothing you do here could be considered incorrect or render the findings of the session inaccurate. If you have trouble accomplishing any of the tasks I ask you to perform, then the design of the website is at fault, not you. As you use the site, I'm going to be regularly asking questions about observations you have made, as well as your thought processes when navigating the site. It would be helpful if you would describe your thoughts out loud as you use the site as well. If you have any questions that aren't directly related to the solution for any task I ask you to perform, for example, if I ask you to locate the donation button on the website, I won't be able to answer your question if you ask me where the donation button is located. Feel free to ask them. I should also mention that this session is being recorded for the benefit of my team, as we work to make improvements to the site. Both what you say and the screen are being recorded. I'll have a permission form that you can choose to sign in a bit in case you would prefer that I don't record this session. The permission form just allows us to record this session with you and allows for other members of my team to rewatch the session later as we work on improving the site.
Cool.
Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you just a few questions. First, what's your field of study?
Nursing.
Do you have any hobbies that involve the use of a computer?
Yeah, watching shows.
Okay. Now, roughly how many hours a week altogether would you say you spend using the internet, including web browsing and email, at work and at home?
Every day, like 4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours, thank you. What's the split between email and browsing? A rough percentage.
Probably 80% browsing, 20% email.
What kinds of sites are you looking at when you browse the web?
Sites to help me with my homework, or Blackboard, or shows like Hulu or Netflix.
Okay, which website would you say you use the most often?
Blackboard or Hulu.
Okay, great. That's all for questions. Let's move on to completing some tasks on the site. Here's the site. I've had it up for quite some time. It's called Pacific Northwest X-Ray Incorporated. First, I'm going to ask you to look at the page of the site and tell me what you think about it. What do you think the purpose of the site is? Take your time looking around this page and tell me about any observations you make. Don't hesitate to voice whatever thought you have, positive or negative.
Well, I like the colors and think it's for x-rays and equipment, because there's equipment, accessories, supplies, parts, and it says Pacific Northwest X-rays. Yeah.
Is that all?
I mean, I think it's other than just x-rays, because under accessories, it also says gloves, aprons, eyewear. So I think it's stuff that has to do with x-rays, but then also other equipment that you would need for x-rays.
Okay. Now, the tasks listed below are meant to replicate what a user's interactions with the site may look like if their intent was to purchase a product, request other services from the business that owns the site, or anything else sales related. The tasks are not strictly ordered, and I'm going to present them to you in any order. So I want you to figure out how to order a product off of this website.
Okay, any product?
Any product.
So like I can order some gloves?
Sure, order some gloves.
I'm gonna order some gloves. Let's get some wolf-led gloves. Oh, these are expensive.
If you can't figure something out, that is completely okay.
I'm not really sure how to order these clothes.
So you're not sure how to order them. That's fine. Let's go back to the homepage.
Okay. I don't know what I just did.
Do full screen again.
How do I full screen? Full screen.
Perfect. Okay. Now view the full listings page for one of the item categories. Pick either parts, accessories, equipment, or supplies.
Okay. Chose parts.
Okay. Now I want you to find an email address for the business.
Email sales. Phone numbers. Skype.
It can go back on the homepage too.
I'm seeing phone numbers.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not seeing emails.
Now determine how you would contact excuse me, the Network Operations Center if you wanted to know about this business's website hosting services.
I would probably just call one of the phone numbers at the bottom of the page.
Okay. Now I want you to find the price of a 240 HF X-ray system with the table included.
Would that be under equipment, accessories, supplies, or parts? Can you answer that?
I am unable to answer that question.
There we go. There it is.
Is it the 240 HF X-ray system with the table included? If you can't find it, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I don't think I can find it.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to the homepage.
Let's do it.
All right, find the price for the Mammo Viewer high capacity motorized film viewer with the MV crate stock number option.
What was that again?
The Mammo Viewer high capacity motorized film viewer with the MV crate stock number option. Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay. Now, lastly, I want you to figure out how to return a product and cancel an order.
Let's see. Would I have to buy it first or no?
If you can't figure something out, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Okay, now I'm going to go over with you the answers to these questions.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to ask you some questions. So now that we're finished, what's your general impression of the site?
I think it's really pretty, but it's a little bit confusing because there's a lot of tabs and I don't really know how to buy things. But there also is a tab on how to purchase, so I guess that could help.
I'm glad you're noticing that now. What aspects of the site do you think made it difficult to accomplish the tasks?
Could you repeat that question?
What aspects of the site do you think made it difficult to accomplish the tasks?
Well, maybe there could be different like tabs for different things instead of it, because it's all kind of just like thrown on one page. There's a lot of like little print, so I got to read through all the little print, and I don't exactly know where to find everything.
Okay. If you are interested in purchasing radiology products, would you still use this site or would you rather look for a different site that sells the same products?
I think this site could be helpful for comparison, but I'd like to use a more organized site.
Okay. Are there any other thoughts about the site that you would like to share?
No.
Okay. So I just want to go over with you. I'm glad you noticed this closer to the end, but if you want to order a product, you want to just scroll to the bottom of the homepage, and it's right here. You click on how to purchase, and it walks you through the description of how to purchase. To accomplish viewing the full listings page for one item category, click on the More Products / Complete Listing link at the bottom of any product category on the homepage. So you can see it just slightly bigger,
Yeah.
and then it will be right there.
Oh.
To accomplish the task of finding an email address for the business, scroll to the footer of any of the pages for accessible from the nav at the bottom of the homepage and click on the animated image with the email sales caption above it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was confused.
Okay.
Sorry.
To accomplish the task of determining how you would contact the network operations system, navigate to the Why Where Best homepage. From here, you scroll down to the paragraph labeled Website Hosting for your site and read that. Take it back to the homepage. All right. To accomplish the task of searching for a 240 HF X-ray system with the table included, you can navigate through the categories of items being sold, or sort and then scroll down to the table that specifies the price of the product with a table included, or you can simply search it in the search bar. Same thing for numbers, for trying to find the Mammo Viewer high capacity motorized film viewer with the MB Crate stock number option. You can search it, but the product listing is much more complex and the table for product options is very large. And the correct product option is located at the very bottom of the page, so you might be better off searching for that one. And to figure out how to return a product and cancel an order, you simply scroll to the bottom of the How to Purchase page and read the section on canceling and returning items. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time and for coming in and completing this usability test. Goodbye.
Bye.